Ready to live? We're live on YouTube, Patreon, Word. What's up? All right. Well, welcome to Weekend Edition, Real Talk with Keith Motherfucking Walker. Word in the house. Saturday edition. A few housekeeping notes right off the bat. www.patreon.com/KeithMFWalker. Check it out. Make it your favorite platform. Membership stuff, tiered membership, exclusive content, swag, better quality, etc., etc., etc. Check it out. Shameless plugs, right? www.keithmfwalker.com is a website. You can get to all the good shit if you go that direction. All right. And what else? If you go check on the platform's called Whatnot. And if you guys are paying attention, the auction that went down, I want to say it was a few weeks ago, right? With James Niggemeier. He is like hosting his own room / items / commentary, discussion, etc., all that kind of stuff on Whatnot on his platform. Hang on just a second. Let me make sure I get my shit together. Oops, that ain't it. Oh. Pardon me. Come on. Oh, I should have had this ready. Sorry, guys. Searching. Hobby Patrol. Check it out. Hobby Patrol. If you go to Whatnot and look up Hobby Patrol, 7 o'clock Pacific tonight, this evening, afternoon, evening. Yeah. Anyway, go check that out. Support. Have a good time. Hi, honey. Pam's flirting with me in the inbox. Ooh. Anyway. All right. Well, how we doing? Greetings once again. If you guys have been hanging around today, you've seen me blasting all of your social media and stuff, trying to sell a book. Have you guys seen this before? Yeah, go get you one. Do what we want. It's important. All right. So, as promised, I often ask if people have ideas for like show and whatnot, and so it's a lot of crickets, but so now you guys are going to just have to do what Pam says. So she gave me a list of stuff that was going on with her morning process and whatnot. And so I've been tasked with the laundry list of phrases and putting a package together on that, which I think I've invented something or put together something. So the first word is expectations. An expectation is a strong belief or mental idea that something will happen in the future. Okay, that's one definition, but it's always important to define your words. So expectations. Okay, what's the next word is perfection. Oh, there I am. There you go. There's a definition right there in your screen. Ah, perfect idiot. All right. Perfection is the state or quality of being entirely free from faults, flaws, or defects. Okay, that's not this guy. Okay, we got that. What's next? So we got expectations, we got perfection, and then we got grace. Let's see, grace. It wants to go to graceful, but we're not going to do it. Grace is commonly defined as the free, unmerited favor and love of God, or a smooth, elegant way of moving and behaving. Wow, that's wow, that's way separated as far as that. So yeah, grace, like you're flowing and this and that. Um, and then again, if like you got problems with the G word, don't worry about it. I just like to fit in the universe. And again, grace, free, unmerited favor. Okay, so let's go with that. And the last word is mercy. Oh, mercy. Mercy is kind and forgiving treatment shown to someone who is in your power, whom you have the right to punish, or who is in deep distress. Boy, these are pretty hectic. Um, so I'm going to reel all of that in a little bit and just to bring the whole package together. Those are I would define as oh shit, better get my camera working. Sorry if you were watching that, Mark, and the camera was funky. So I apologize for that. I just noticed that I didn't click it right. So sorry about it. You missed my beautiful face when I was talking about grace. Oh, perfection. Anyway. Okay, so anyway, what do we got? Expectations, perfection, grace, and mercy. So as I was talking with Pam about it, I'm like, okay, what are we getting at? What's the package? All that kind of stuff. And again, this package can flow internally, externally. It's about you, it's about them, it's about all that kind of stuff. And so I'm just going to start with the internal piece, the all the above. Like um, we are what's what I'm looking for. We we are our own worst critics, right? Okay. Pam has defined grace as a free gift. Okay. That's yeah, that's very simple. Which is how I like the definitions. Um, but again, we are our worst critics. So we put expectations on ourselves. We are quite often perfectionists, are we not? And we expect a lot of ourselves and almost flawless, right? And so when we fall short of our own expectations of ourselves, there is that regular process of beating ourselves up. If you have heard that phrase before, right? And it's just, I'm a failure. I'm the self talk, just like everything, is a catch 22, the double edged sword. And so when it's not positive, it's not. And that can be very problematic. So, um, as we shall fall short of our own expectations and less than perfectionism, we do not grace ourselves with much mercy. how how is that? Like use all these words in a sentence thing, right? Um, when I look at grace in that definition, not necessarily the gift, but it feels more like the flowing piece, and it's more like to me, grace at that level is the allowance of less than, if that makes sense. I am not perfect, and I I allow myself to be that, and I which is it's not a cop out and it's not an excuse to be like lame, but it is an understanding that hey, it's just like a lot of things. It's not just affirmations, but it's like you, I've often heard, and I believe it at a lot of levels. Again, it's not an e-ticket ride to be a fuck up, but it's you do the best you can with what you got. And I think that is perpetual. I think that is everybody and everything. I think even those of us who fuck up a lot are doing the best they can with what they got. And people say, "Oh, that's the best." Yeah, that's some bullshit or whatever. And it's like, no, it just simply like we don't get to dictate what somebody else got. Does that make sense? Just because you fucking get it doesn't mean they do. And so we don't punish because like if you just haven't fucking learned the lesson yet, you haven't learned. You don't know. You don't know any better. You know, this I've often heard as well. Is it like when we know better, we do better? I think that's a reasonable goal, and I think it is. Again, I think that's a lifetime process. We are always learning, so that would be my expectation. Is that over time, that you like the more we learn, the better we get. I I would expect that is just the physics of it. Um, and that has certainly been my experience, whether it's with relationships or jobs or recovery or any of that. It's as I learn something new. I mean, I have a choice, but if I learn something new and it makes it better and I put that into practice, then I have better results. That makes sense. Um, you know, mercy is again, it's for me, it's you know, put the fucking hammer down. Um, like I said, it's the world and those around you. There's plenty of fucking of the judgers and the hater crew. They'll fucking they'll wallop you with the hammer. Like they got you, fuckers. in a you know in a not so wonderful kind of way, but it's you know there's enough beating up going on, and again it's hey whatever you know people are people. And we are all again less than perfect and we all act and react however we do. So that being said, when I go fuck something up, like there's I'm sure there's like the popcorn eaters just like yeah you're a fuck up, and it's like okay you got it. Okay, done, move on. I don't have to sit there and go grab the mirror and the hammer and like add to that, if that makes sense. So you know, again, uh, Mark over here in the Patreon box, unrealistic expectations is our issue. Yeah, and who defines realistic or unrealistic? I heard it said early in my recovery journey. Expectations are premeditated resentments. I mean, this is you're just setting yourself up to be pissed, if that makes sense. Because, and especially when it comes to stuff like, you know, putting all your eggs in somebody else's basket and expecting them to fucking take care of the yada, 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 whatever that is, right? And, and, and so expectations, I mean, we get them, we have them, you know, um, but it's important to like be very careful like how much and how many and how all of that yeah things that are out of our control. Yeah, are they going to show up, are they going to figure it out, are they going to do this, are they going to do that? Be very careful with expectations on, as Mark says over here in this box, the things that are out of control. So you know, if you tell me you're going to do something, for instance, I expect you to do that. Now, again, am I, we do it. We don't have a choice sometimes. Like you put all your faith into that expectation, and quite often it doesn't work out the way you thought it would. And so it works out less than perfectly. And our natural knee jerk reaction, obviously, is to get pissed. Yes, sir. Mark says that's where grace comes in. Everybody, like if you are less than perfect, then so are the rest of us. Just so you fucking know, we're gonna fuck up. We're gonna drop the ball. And the hope is like if I drop the ball on you, I hope when you come let me know I dropped the ball on you and how much that fucked everything up, that there's some mercy in that. Again, as applicable. It's like if somebody purposely just fucks you over, like I don't think you necessarily have to be nice about it per se. Um, but here's the thing, especially with the expectations and resentment, like resentment is like there's anger and that's in the moment and that's a sensation in the moment. Resentment is like reliving that shit. Like let's drag that motherfucking horse back out and beat on it some more. And it's just like, why? What? Okay, good. It's that horse is dead 3 times over. Like, okay, good. You're gonna go beat on it again. Like, do you not have better placements for your energies? And that's the key component is, again, that's where the grace and mercy come in, is the allowance. It's like, okay, I can be pissed. I can be pissed for a minute, this, that. But what I share with people all the time, especially with feelings and sensations and reactions like that, is like, okay, cool. Like, okay, that's fucked. And I can buy into that bullshit all day long. Yay. And so, but what are you going to do about it? And that's where I always go is, what are you going to do about it? Like, oops, said the universe, oops. And now what? And, you know, the, like, we just make shit worse when we just sit and stew in it. There's a phrase, God, I remember this one from eons gone by. Justifiable anger. Yes, like crack. Right? Have you ever heard that phrase before? Okay, like, how many bullets am I going to put in my revolver? And right, like, good, you're justified. Like, great, you got fucked over, and it's just, you can be right in your rightness all day long, but what the fuck? What are you gonna do? Right? It's just, it is what it is, and just because I sit here and talk about it like I fucking know something, and I might actually know something, it by no means is this like I'm immune to any. Please, yeah, and any of you who know me or have been watching any of this for the last couple months, I'm less than perfect with this. Like, I have had several instances over the last period of time, could be a day, a week, a month, a year, like, but all of the above, where things have not worked out the way I thought they were going to work out. Meh. And I can yell at a lot of things and I can do a lot of stuff. None of it matters. I may allow myself the grace to be pissed, right? And to feel some of that just for a minute. But I know in the grand scheme of things is, the only thing that energy is good for is to motivate me for the next step. Okay. I'm glad you brought that up, Mark. Mark's box, in the Patreon box over here. Good. I don't know if I was going to remember that or not, but that was something I wanted to talk about. Um, we should be able to forgive. Things come up. We don't know what people are going through. Exactly. That's a piece of this as well. Um, where, again, it's you have fallen short for any number of reasons, have you not? And so, um, yeah, so do they. The shit comes up, shit happens. Um, they overshot the mark. They over promised. They over exaggerated. They over expected themselves. Like it's 100,000 things. They ran out of gas. They didn't make it to the meeting. Whoops. Forgot to put gas in the car. Fuck who? I mean, right? And so this is, for me, forgiveness overall as a concept, and we talked about this a little bit yesterday, how that plays out, and which, again, all of this together kind of melts in that pot as well. We get better at doing that, I think, collectively amongst our people, the better we get at it with ourselves. And again, and for me, like it always boils back to the baseline um, principle of acceptance, the allowance of it is what it is, and so even when it's fucked, it just is. And if I'm trusting the universe, then the only judgment I have is okay, it's all good. I mean, I either believe the universe knows what the fuck it's doing or not. Period. And if it does, then that's, like people say, well, whatever's supposed to happen happens. And I'm like, I'm 100%, I believe that. If it happened, that's what was supposed to happen, because if it wasn't, then it wouldn't have happened. If that makes sense. So how's that fit in the whole box of like fate and predestiny? Like, I don't fucking know. I don't even care. I don't have time or energy. It's kind of fun to ponder or have discussions, but this is as ethereal as the concept of God, the deity, or not, or whatever. It's just fuck. It just, hey, I don't know. That's just, I go with what works for me, if, for any better way, and I share it because I watch a lot of people struggle with stuff that I don't, and I'm like, well, you don't have to struggle. Like, you could, here's a thought. Try some acceptance. It's just, and again, it's, you can call it acceptance or you can call it zero fucks given. Right? I mean, it's just whatever. I'm upright and breathing, so I guess it's fucking working. I don't know. I got off track on that. Um, yeah, good point, Mark. Yeah, more practice of using these tools, the better the results. That's just physics, right? I mean, it's just the more you practice, the better you get. The more you practice, the better you get. Practice, practice, practice. Oh, practice is boring. I hate you going to practice. Like, well, I don't know what you expect. What you expect. Do you expect perfection when it comes game time if you have not practiced? Right? Go take 1,000 ground balls at second base. Period. You need to do that. What's up, Denado? What's happening? Hanging out in the YouTube. Hey, buddy. Long time no see. Well, not so long. A few days. Greetings. Good to see you, boss. All right. And anyway, it's just what else is there? What else is there to say about it? I don't know. Um, like I said, I am just grateful that through the process of listening to those who have walked the paths before me and paying attention to their successes and then emulating what they do by grace, I've learned some things about grace. And I am as much of an asshole as probably anybody on the planet, although I like to play good guy. I don't know. It's just like I'm a little old and grumpy, like get off my lawn kind of shit. But when but not. I mean, at the end of the day, um, I've got a reasonably good perspective of where I fit in the universe, and part of that is less than perfect, and understanding again, it's a team sport. Trucks just left, got some time to watch. Good. Well, I mean, you know, just like always, like you're at the tail end. So I hope that you go back and review because there will be a quiz afterwards. I'm kidding. Hmm. Oh, don't mind me typing in a box. Yeah, but yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I distracted myself and then I forgot what I was talking about, like usual. Okay, well there you go, folks. Pam, did I cover it? I don't know. I guess I'll find out after the show. I'll get the production crew will let me know how things went. All right. As for the rest of you who are live and then who are watching later on, which I hope there are some that come and enjoy. Again, if you've been paying any attention, I've been blowing up the social media shit today with goofy content, a little extra more than usual. And because I got time on my hands today. So there you go. I'm going to go do more of that. But do go check it out. And as all of it says, please do follow all the things, comment on the gratitude, go to the website, buy some shit, membership up on Patreon. Can I hoe myself anymore? Right. As we're building, uh, as I also said, new swag is coming. I'm hopeful by the time we get through next week, my expectation is, um, no, my hope. I mean, I think there's a difference between hope and expectation. Like expectation is like it's going to happen as if or something like that, and hope is just like there's some I hope to have some more irons in the pot or in the stove or wherever the hell you put your irons as far as swag shit goes. Oh, hey, one more thing. Um, Fuck, I had somebody hit me up just for kicks, so you can check this out too. Apparently, this festival coming up here in the next few weeks, right in Sacramento, Louder Than Life. I got hit up, and apparently, one of these is going to be one of those items on the scavenger hunt for all you fucking metalheads out there. I guess I don't know all the details. I just know somebody affiliated hit me up and said, "Hey, you should like donate us one of your books for the scavenger hunt and all that shit." And I was like, okay. Fuck. So, yeah, it will be, yeah, somebody's going to win the autograph swag package. Um, and I guess like what I get out of it is I just get some props. So, advertisement, right? It's one of those things. It's not like I'm a rock band showing up. It's like play for exposure, man, instead of actually getting paid. But I'm kind of at okay, I'll do exposure. And so anyway, if you're going to Louder Than Life, I don't know, it's in the prize pool or something, or go find it. I don't know how the hell what they're up to exactly, but yeah. And if you're not, well, then I guess you're just gonna have to go to the website and buy one or another one or buy them all. I figure, just so you guys know, like on Amazon, they sell my book, right? And so I get like $2 is the whatever my cut of what that is. So I only need to sell like a half a million more to be a millionaire. Goals. All right. So tell your friends, go on Amazon, go get your book. Yeah, all that good shit. Also tell them at noon every day, Real Talk with Keith Motherfucking Walker is here, and you're also here, and all of that good shit. And so there you go. If you guys like the topic today, that's good. Yeah, whatever. Thanks, Mark. Yeah, New York bestseller in the future. Well, at the rate I'm going, it's going to be several thousand years before I get there. But that's all right. Yeah, one book at a time, right? Anyway, um, but if you have a topic to challenge me with that I could go do some research on, or something is troubling you, let me know and we can make a topic out of it. We'll do a show on it. Um, and as well, again, is if you are enjoying this, then then your people will too. I would assume if you're cool enough to be here, people you hang out are probably cool enough to be here too. So invite them, come check it out, and all that good shit. All right. So that being said, this is not a request. You need to leave here and go have a great rest of your weekend. And as always, stay metal. And we will catch you guys tomorrow on Spiritual Sundays with Monsignor Keith Motherfucking Walker. All right, deuces. All right. Hey, good to see you, boss. Take care in the YouTubes.